Does it do something? Why is it live over 8 hours? What the heck is that? Live over 8 hours? Oh, welcome by YouTube that changes everything. I'm already live. I'm not going to be live in 8 hours. What is this? Why does it say live in 8 hours? Alright, for some reason I also have pretty shitty... Why does it look so shitty? That's like 720. Wait, can I change that myself? Oh, for some reason quality is 480p. I can have it on 1080. It doesn't change anything, does it? I say 1080. Well, it's clean. You can definitely read it. I think it's now 1080. Let me check back real quick. Otherwise there's again something wrong. Well, I can have it on whatever graphics I want. It keeps this being the same. But I think because you can read it perfectly, it will be 1080, I think, this time. Well guys, welcome back to a new video on my channel then. In this video I try not to be very disappointed in life, even though that's pretty hard. But yes, in this videos we're gonna flip 10 bucks into 10,000, and most likely in the entire series I will be getting some millions. I'm trying to get at least 10 million bucks so I can get the achievement that you can get on Steam. Well, it's not a hidden achievement, so I think I can say it, otherwise look out, spoiler alert. Well, basically already kind of told what it is, but when you have 10 million bucks in your account at one moment, you'll get a achievement. Well, there are some more achievements, but this is one of the ones that I kind of cheated, sadly. It wasn't my plan to cheat it, but I accidentally did that. But yeah, let me real quick go to the game and see if the sound is working, because that's a pain in the butt. I mean, I'm doing engineering and I'm still can't fix the sound, so let me real quick have myself up. There's like 20 seconds delay, so that's crack. It's a bit cracky. Well, is this sound good or is it too low, or what is it? Well, I think it's perfect. Let me cut myself the mouth, or how you say that. Don't sure if that's an English name, but let's go into the career mode. Let's go to the map that I already did. How do you say that? Prepared. As you see, I only have 10 bucks. So start this bad boy up. It's gonna stop here. We're gonna play it. I'm getting really a headache of this. You know, the motivation is so low these days. You know, I'm not doing that much YouTube anymore just because it never works. Or at least I'm not getting it to work every day I try this, it's different. Every time it doesn't do what you want it to do. As for example, previous week I made a video about this all. I tried to upload it as I said in the discussions on my channel. I'm not sure if any of you saw that, but so I tried to upload it there. YouTube said I cannot do it. It was like literally uploading for 3 days, and then I just said, you know, correct this, I'm leaving you behind. I'm sorry. So yes, I had to redo it. I literally had no motivation to do it. Let me just be honest with you all. I'm not gonna lie about this. I mean, I like gaming. Back in the days I made like at least one live stream a day. But for some reason the joy of doing it is kind of lost. I'm not sure why. I mean, I have a video that has 24,000 views. every time I think about that, I mean, it's great, but it doesn't give me the joy of doing it, I think. I don't know why. I kind of think that I can have one, how do you say that, example of why this is, and that's because I don't have friends that do this. I think that is a hard thing to get motivated. I mean, if you have a friend and you basically do this together, he says, "Ah, come on, let's make a video," and then you say, "Ah, okay, well, let's do it." You know, and then the other time you say, "Hey, come on, we do a video," and then you say, "Ah, you know, yeah, okay, why not?" You know, that's the point. You pull each other up. But now I'm just totally alone. Well, I have a bird over there, but he's not doing YouTube, so yes, you know, the motivation is kind of lost. I love gaming. I'm still doing it every day. As far as I can believe, I haven't missed one day in this entire year of not gaming. Oh wait, that's a lie. I think one day in this year I didn't, because I had to drive. You know, I had my driving instructor come along, and I couldn't play a game. But that's like one of the last times. I'm pretty a hardcore gamer, I think. Can I stop with gaming? Yes, so I don't think I'm addicted. Let me real quick look over here, because I've seen this. I have to say, I'm not sure if you guys know on which map this is. I'm not sure if I put that in the description, yes or no. But this map is Gold Crest. I was kind of believed this was a old map, but I'm not sure. I have to say I love this map because everywhere the entire terrain isn't flat, and that's something I love. Also, one thing that I want to do in these videos is go to this island over here and make a farm on that island. I'm not sure if it's possible. I think it is because I haven't seen any boats. So I think it's possible to get over there. Might be with terrain edit. And otherwise we're just going to build a bridge with logs. I don't know if that works, but you know, why not try? Also, one thing that I want to try is basically have a trailer with logs. I mean, as far as I know, logs are floating in this game. Well, we might have to rethink what I just said, but they are floating in this game. And if I put a trailer on it, might be it still keeps floating. So sorry. And I can tie them with tension belts, which means that I can have them all in one place and basically make a bridge way easier. Hello, train. This might be one of the things I want to try. First of all, I want to try one thing too. What is those? Oh, they're birds. Sorry. Sunflowers over here. I want a real quick look if what I just said is a possibility, yes or no. Because I'm not sure if this is dynamic water. Okay, I bet this is dynamic water right now. Yes, this is real water. You also have like the water, you can just go underneath and you can just drive from the bottom of the water just because it isn't water. Makes sense, no, but no, I think this is real water. Because you also have like the kind of water that isn't moving, basically just a picture of water. And you can drive underneath those. But I think this is real water, and when you go in it, your trucker thing will definitely die. So, guys, as I promised, I was trying to make a series, so we're now doing the series. I thought about just uploading normal videos of it or making a live stream, and I thought live streams were easy, were easier, but I think I made a mistake in that. Because I just was like a half hour long trying to get this working. I'm not sure if when you see this the other live stream is still up. I'm gonna delete that, so yeah, it was a really pain in the butt. But I'm finally here, and all the other normal videos were also wrong, so yeah, yes, you know, I'm getting a bit disappointed in everything. Every time I want to do something is wrong. But yes, so let's see. We have like 10 bucks. I just shown you. I can just show you it again. And what can you do with 10 bucks? It's not about the 10 bucks this video, but it's more about when you have low amounts of money, what is the best thing for you to do. So over here there are lots of contract missions. It's Dutch. I'm sorry for that, but for some reason I could not change it. I'm still not sure how to do it. So I can only change the multiplayer language. But yes, I'm not playing multiplayer, I'm playing single player. So I couldn't change it for some reason because it was blacked out. I couldn't change it with live. But I can translate it for you all, so you'll just learn a little bit of Dutch from me. How cool is that? I mean, when you're from America, okay. Not a lot of people are in America are speaking Dutch. So that's a cool thing. When you go to school, you know some Dutch words. So let's get to the point again. The best things to do are basically harvesting. You have lots of contracts that is like transporting, harvesting, fertilizing, harvesting, transporting, harvesting. We have a lot of harvesting at this moment. All those missions are basically giving you I want to do this one, field 7. Are basically allowing you to take some of the crops. I'm not sure if you follow me here, but what I mean with that is when you harvest a field, let's say 90% of the field you need to harvest, and when you sold that, the mission is basically successful and you can collect your money. In this case, it will be 2300 minus the equipment because I'm gonna hire it. Sorry. But yeah, when you have delivered that 90%, the mission is over, you can collect the money. But that means there's still 10% on the field. So when you have like a huge field, it's a lot. And when you have like a small field like this one, it's only 1.4 hectares, which is, I believe, something around like 10 acres. Yes, that will give you a slight amount of money because there's the 10% that's left is not really that much. But you can sell that too, and that's all your money. So once you're a little bit smarter than me, you most likely will notice that this is in the game. And for example, I forgot what we had to do. Let me turn around my mouse real quick. There we go. We have to get soya beans, or how you call those? Soybeans, I think. Well, nevertheless, we have to do that. They're over here. Oh, I didn't know that. If I press soybeans, you can see all the prices over here from high to low. Yes. So, well, that's even more easier. I'm not sure where we have to deliver those. Let me see where it says. Maplefield Mill. So we go over here and we see the soybeans are over here, and we're going to search for the Maplefield Mill. The Maplefield Mill is $1,311 per 1,000 liters. Let's say that that the entire field, 100% of the field, is 10,000 liters. So basically, when you have done 90% of the field, there are still 1,000 liters left. What is smart for you to do then is to keep track of that 1,000 and not to sell it over here, but sell it over there at the Mary's farm. It's kind of hard sometimes, just because you have the entire trailer full of the 10,000 liters and you're just emptying them, and then exactly on the 1,000 you have to stop, and that's a bit hard. So yes, when you do that, you get at least $200 more than over here, so which means that you get more money, right? But nevertheless, we have to go to field 7. I have no clue where that is. It must be a small field. Oh, it's over here by the biogas biogas station. It's over there. For some reason, it looks like the game is not running that smooth. Possibly because of the stuff that's running at this moment. So let's go to field 7. You know, I might be sounding a bit tired, but that's just because I'm disappointed. I'm not tired at all at this moment, or at least I'm not thinking that I'm tired. But look at this beauty. It's a New Holland, which is my brand. I think that's how farmers work, right? They always say it's my brand. If you have one John Deere tractor, everything on your farm will be John Deere. I mean, it's making the most sense. I mean, we have one farmer in our town. He is John Deere. All of it is John Deere. Most of the time, when you have one brand, you stick with the brand. And the same with cars. When you have one of your favorite cars, you want to get that car and you don't want to go over to something else. Let's say, for example, if I love Audis, I'm not going to go over to BMWs. Why would I? I'm an Audi man. You know, that's how it goes. So that's also why they always have those John Deeres. And in my case, it will be New Holland. I'm saying that's so weird, am I not? New Holland. You know, I'm Dutch, so I have to, like, I'm not having the American accent that perfectly. I always try to speak a bit American accent, but that's not really my best thing. I'm thinking if I should go into this. Oh no, the next one we should go into. Hey, wait, my blinker didn't work. There we go. Wrong button. So I'm trying to get in here, I think. But look how beautiful this map is. I cannot say anything else. Lots of water, lots of bridges. I love bridges. Are we still going the correct way? Oh yes, we are. Yeah. What is this, a chapel? I think it's some kind of restaurant, isn't it? I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. Yeah, press your horn. Wiper. I just played Nang Hen Farm, so what is it? It's the Australian map. So yeah, you have to drive on the left side. Let me go this on cruise control because my finger's getting stiff. Again, you have to drive on the left side of the road there, so sorry for that. I just missed the road over here. Look at this, we go up again. I love these little hills. Or bumps, or how you want to call those. The best thing is the view you get. Oh, it's a train bridge. It's a train bridge. Good old times. The best bridge in the world is the bridge of Thomas the Train. Thomas the Tank Engine, or what is it called in English. You always have, like, when the intro starts, you see you see them standing on a bridge, and then it also says the episode name at that moment, and you see the train going underneath it. I think there's even a guy with a bicycle on that bridge. The good old days. That was literally the best series ever. Sadly, they aren't on TV anymore, I believe. I mean, these days we have the new Thomas the Train. I think it's even made by some different people. Well, I'm almost pretty sure about that. Because these days they're all drawn. And back in the days they were with real model trains. Yeah, that was insanely cool. Still no, what was it called? Harold. Oh, I have to go this way. Harold the helicopter. Marcy and Toby, Edward, Gordon. Yeah, I love those. I love them. But yet now we're farming. Can't remember anything on television about farming. Well, there was one series, but I can't remember the name of that. But that was, I think, from a supermarket in our country that basically gave away those dolls, and then they had their own channel or something. Not sure how that went. It's the only thing about farming, I think. And then we of course had Bob the Builder. Used to watch that a lot as well. But that was like 20 years ago. Well, I wasn't born then, but well, nearly. How old am I getting again this year? To calculate that, I think 19, yes. If I'm making it till then, you never know, right? There we go. Oh yeah, I'm sorry for that. Stroh's one. These are soybeans? Yes, these are soybeans. I don't think we have Stroh's one, do we? Yes, I know it's special. Does it give me hay? Or straw, or what is it? Oh no, it didn't. It automatically turned off. Ah, that's sad. Gonna real quick go this way. There we go. How do you say that? A bit of sand needs it. Not a lot of noise. Perfectly. I'm also not sure if the sound of this video is perfectly at this moment, because I have to put on so much settings in this game before it's finally a bit good. So when we're at the end, I can already watch that, I think. Let me know, guys, in the comments, or in the chat, how the sound is doing. Is my voice a bit too hard? Do I have to put the game sound up then? Well, real quick, gonna check out. Because I have to put on so much settings in this game before it's finally good. So when we're at the end, I can already watch that, I think. Let me know, guys. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry for that. I think, to be honest, that the sound of the game could be a little bit louder. So what I'm gonna do is I'm really gonna put this in position. There we go. That took me a bit. Let me real quick change the sound, because it is not fun to watch a video which literally only contains out of voice microphone sounds. So I just adjusted it. So I'm really gonna put on the chat. Sorry for that, guys. So there we go. It's a bit louder right now. I'm not sure if that's too big of a problem. Oh, it has the buffer, of course. And it doesn't work anymore. What is this? It doesn't work. What is this? Sorry, is this good? I think it's good right now. You know what, guys? Let me know if it isn't, because I literally I'm not in the mood anymore. If this doesn't work, I'm just gonna say yeah, you know what, guys? I'm not gonna do this anymore. Seems to work right now. You know, I've tried like 5 times to get one video up in this past 2 weeks, and it just didn't work. And that all on the birthday of our king. Today it's the National Kingdoms Day, or I want to call it. It's the birthday of our king. There we go. Perfect. Let me see. How full are we? 22%. Perfect. There we go again. La 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 la. Nice and easy. Let me see on this mode how much is this? If you look at the entire field. Wow. It isn't that less. That's perfect. Getting a bit pain in the throat. So I'm really gonna open up a can real quick. We're just gonna have a little snack out of it. I'm sorry for that, guys. It went a bit wrong. I think there were 2 chips. Not chips, crisps. What's the English translation about that? There's some salty chips, the kind of Pringles, you know, those things. It's not Pringles itself, but I went a bit. There we go. You know what, guys? I'm really gonna check out this here. I was thinking about a Dawn that I have. Over here. Can this do soybeans? It cannot do soybeans. Oh, it can. Never mind. But it's 71,000. I thought it was cheaper. This is 115,000. I thought this all was cheaper. Hey. There we go. Nice. But you know, it would be so much more fun if I had some friends playing along with me, so we can do it together. But I think that's a bit hard to do. Just because I have like 200 or 300 different mods. But the other person has to get them as well, otherwise no, I have to deinstall them or what else. Sadly, I didn't have a drink with me. Because I'm getting a little bit pain in the throat, and that means I have talking too much. Or spoken too much. $12. I had to pay this guy. But I have minus $3. I started with 10. Doesn't that mean that I paid him $13? Or is my calculation a bit weird? Because 10 minus 12 is minus 2. Look, I'm not a math person, but math with an A, not with an E. Yeah, voila. Basically none of those two, but it's only, I think it's called subject on my school. It literally is most of the times below a 5 or something. Yeah, my languages are a bit better. Cause I think I think I speak pretty well Dutch. Well, yeah, it can be different. Because I'm Dutch, of course, but I speak English, of course, because yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I think that's decent, decent enough to be understand. I speak German. Ich denke, dass die aus Deutschland mir auch verstehen, als ich Deutsch spreche, aber ich weiß das nicht. So yes, I also speak a bit Russian. My Russian ain't that good, but I think I can understand it a bit. It's basically the most basic things, like Feliz Opiat, I believe. The pronunciation of those words isn't perfect as of yet, but I mean, Feliz Opiat is, I believe, a bicycle. And if Utunal, so it's Utunel, is I thought it was drowned. I used to say my U was a Utunel, but I think that's not correct grammar. It basically means that my car was drowned. What do I know as well? Eto, this is Tom. This is Tom. Eto Tom. I believe Eto Tom Tom, or is it Tim Tom or something like that? Because that means I believe is Tim there? I believe, or over here. Niet Tim Eto Dom. I believe that's that Tim is at home. Yeah, I'm really interested in Russian. I always thought it was cool. I mean, I don't know a lot of people in my country that speak Russian. Well, I think I know more people that speak Russian than other people do, but I know like three people I believe that speak Russian. My both driving instructors. Why do I say both? Just because the one driving instructor had no time anymore, so he had to give me away to, I believe, his brother. And his brother also speaks Russian. And then I had an old colleague, one of my first internships. No, it was my second, I think. Yes, my second internship at this school that I'm now following. So there was one guy spoken Russian all the time against me. Yeah, you know, I like the language. Also, one thing that I noticed that my two driving instructors are, yeah, I believe they're both from Afghanistan just because they're brothers, and the guy from my work is also from Afghanistan, and they both speak Russian, or all three. What does that mean? Does that mean they speak Russian in Afghanistan? Well, I'm not sure about that. I mean, it could be because, yeah, of course, you had the war over there, and I'm thinking that the Russians were there too, and they might have learned something from him, but I don't know. And then the other guy, he was from Afghanistan, moved to Russia, and then to the Netherlands. That's how it went. Oh, and we're full. Where's the pipe located? It's over there. We have to empty this beauty into this vent. Yes, it is. Yes, vent favorite. That's what it's called. Oh, I'm a little bit off. How fast can he go? Oh, 53. Nice. Can I follow him, or are we going too fast? No, I think. Okay. Let's go left. Perfect. Nice. We could check something out. I'm not sure about that. No, that didn't work. Oh, wait a second. I'm not getting this shown at my console. No. I thought if I put on the flashing lights, it might show up at my console behind the steering wheel. We had to check if we went good, but yes, I see we're here at the biogas station, so make sharp right. I have to say this beauty is pulling up pretty fast. But one thing one thing that's kind of weird is that we are borrowing a New Holland harvester, but we're driving a Fendt. Does that mean that this person from who we are hiring this stuff is a Fendt user, or did he just not have enough money to buy a New Holland? And I mean, I believe New Hollands aren't that expensive. But where is it? There we go. Maybe we could check out. How about the tractors? I mean, this must be a small. Yes, it's this one. 76,115 horsepower. Okay, this has a little bit less, but it is New Holland. And it's also a little bit less expensive. Yeah, I think that was them. Then we get the mods, and they don't use mods, so. Let me see. There we go. Ho, 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 what is happening? I'm steering the correct way, but... See? There we go. So, we already did the half of the entire field, which is perfect. There we go. Perfect. One thing I think is a little bit sad is that Farming Simulator doesn't make working mirrors for some reason. Well, I think this will be doing. You know, sometimes to go back to the mirrors there. Sometimes I'm just driving first person, and then you just can't see if there is something behind you, because always those, how do you keep this nice, those annoying other traffic users just don't know how to drive. And just because you can't see them, you might make the mistake. You're accidentally rambling because you're on the left lane and you have to switch to the right and you just don't see them. But yeah, at least that's not the biggest problem of those drivers. I mean, I was driving on Nighan Farms, the Australia map, and I was driving to, I'm not sure what it was called, but if you have the map, you know at the right top corner there's some kind of place where you can deliver your stuff. I was driving there, and then just that is on the right corner, and I was going by the middle roads of the map, so I had to go onto the T turn, or how do you say that? The T. How do you say that? The T-bone thing. When you have a road that ends into a vertical road, that's what I meant. We call it the T-splitsing in our country, but nevertheless. So I was driving there. I was basically going to the right, and I basically needed to drive on the left side of the road, so I went to the right, and out of nowhere I get rammed by the car that is coming from the right. Meanwhile, he had to stick to his own side of the road, so I'm not sure what happened, but he rammed me in my entire truck with the potatoes. 45 ton of potatoes in the back were just flipped over. Just because one guy couldn't drive, and I could not see who it was because he also flew. He just didn't stop, he just escaped. I literally had a problem there because there was, within, let's say, a minute or so, there were like 20 cars in a havoc behind me. They were all ramming the horns and stuff. I mean, just because I get rammed by one guy and then he's fleeing. It's pretty sad. What's happening? There's a tree. Can I? Yes. So let me real quick check. How much do we have to do? Yeah, we definitely have to let go like 6 times from this position to the other, and the same from that position to here. Well, at least we're doing something instead of going outside and blowing things up. Or lighting things up in fire. It's just what happens when you have nothing to do in your life. Well, I don't have anything to do in my life besides gaming, so. But there are also some people that just don't game and they just go out and they're just gonna ram those bus stops. I'm not sure how you call those, but they always ram out the glass for no reason, just because it's fun. I don't see the fun of it, but the other side, I would like to go out and then see if I can ram somebody up. No. I mean, might be. You know, that's also one of the things that I kind of, on the one hand, would love to see once that something happens, somebody get robbed or something, and I'm just jumping in there and ramming that guy up so hard that you just can't move anymore, besides in a wheelchair. That's something I would love to do once. But there are also some more things that are kind of a bit extreme and that I would love to do once in my life. There's one example that might be a bit too extreme. I don't know if I can tell that here, but well, why not? It's not really a big deal on the other side. But I would like to see once, if I look, yeah, how do you say this nice? One of the things I just recently saw on television, or not recently, I've seen it a little bit more times, but is when you're in a plane and something happened with the pilot or something, and they can't fly the plane anymore, that you have to jump in there and fly the plane and land safely. I think when you've done that once in your life, that must be the top of everything you've done in your life. Besides when you're just a regular pilot, I think then it's less exciting, but I would love to do that once. But then I have to train myself in Flight Simulator, which I believe is coming out this year, but might be because of the corona. It isn't. I'm not sure. Because there's a new Microsoft Flight coming out this year. In my opinion, it can't be worse than the previous one, but I mean, I still see a lot of people that play the previous one, but for me it isn't something. Because the graphics are way too worse for me. Where's the pipe from Pennsylvania? Oh, we just did 2 times, so I think 2 times might be 4. Yeah, I think we need to go like 5 times again. Going over here, put that on and move. Look at that. You know, guys, also what the feeling is these times when in these corona times, every day feels like a Friday or something. I just can't keep track of which day it is anymore. As far as I believe it's Monday today, but yesterday was Sunday. Of course, it's always Sunday before Monday, but I thought it was Saturday or some reason. Pretty strange, just because I have so much free time. I mean, I still have like school. Well, the upcoming 2 weeks I don't have school because we have holidays, or at least we have 1 week holidays, and the week after they are trying to put together a new timetable for the week after that. But yeah, we are sitting at home. We're just doing what we are normally doing. I mean, there's not a lot of difference. I mean, lots of our lessons are already digital, so. There's one thing that I don't like about this New Holland is the header. It's a little bit too small. I would like to have a bigger one. Also see, it's already like 6 minutes before 11 o'clock. I think it's called PM, right? Which means that's almost 11 o'clock. No, which means that it's gonna be pretty late right now, and then I'm not tired or something, but I think I have to stop in a few, otherwise I'm getting a bit bad because I haven't drunk in a long time. But to be real fair, I think it's like might be 3 times going over the field and then we done it. So. I purposely took a small field and one that isn't full of potatoes or sugar beets because that's gonna take a longer time. But I think this still takes a long time. Literally, also one thing, right? I haven't ever seen soya beans in real life. I'm not sure how they look. I mean, might be just like normal beans or something. I just can't remember me ever seeing soya beans before. No, I don't think so. Yeah, maybe I did because yeah, why not? I mean, before I went studying for engineer, I was working in a garden shop, so I also was on a school for gardening and stuff like that. That was not like a studio or something. You have like I'm not sure how that is in American systems or in English, but you basically have like 4 kinds of schools. First you go to when you're just a baby, so I can't remember me ever being there. Well, I know that I never been there, but that's like when you're like until you're like 3 or yeah, I think 3, because when you're 4 you're going to school in the Netherlands. So when you're 4 you're going to your first like real school. In that school you're just learning some stuff, not really that biggest things, but you know. After that, you're going to the middle school, or how you want to say that, I'm not sure, where you're learning a little bit more, which then brings you to the studies you can do after that. So basically, I went to a VMBO, and yes, I was in the best class over there. So I went also to the highest level of the MBO afterwards, and that's where I'm at right now, and I'm studying currently for engineer. But yeah, the previous school, as I'm talking about, the VMBO, was basically a school for gardening and stuff at all. It was basically just a normal school, but it had some extra lessons about gardening and cooking and putting flowers in some kind of beautiful shape. Am I missing something? Gardening, flowers, cooking, and we had something else, but I forgot what that was. Oh yeah, animals. We had the animal lessons. How could I forget about that? I dropped an animal accidentally. Well, I tripped over somebody's back, and then they all get at me. Besides the teacher, I don't know if she knew it, yes or no. I think she did because it was the end of the lesson, but yeah, I accidentally tripped over it, and I basically fell with the animal cage in my hands at the ground. Oh, yeah, I know those animals are like steel, so nothing would happen to them. But yeah, literally you're gonna ask me, why are you dropping the animal? Yeah, because you stupid snitch are leaving your back over here, and I just tripped over it. Yeah, pretty sad. There were nice lessons, you know. It wasn't really a lesson. I can't remember me ever doing something in there besides cuddling with animals, but yeah, that was my school. And when you were like in a lower level, you could also get how do you say that? First aid lessons, I think. Yeah, that's what it's called. So we had to learn how to reanimate, CPR and stuff like that. Well, I wasn't in that level. I was higher than that, and we didn't get it. I never understood why we did not get that. I mean, when you're in a higher level, you're most of the time are getting higher in a company. So, for example, those people that got first aid are more like people that are on the floor working, and then my level was more like being in the office and making sure those people work and stuff like that. But yes, for some reason we didn't get it, and I think that we are getting a higher job most likely. We should just get it just because that reason. But that wasn't the case. We never got it. And then they also had mechanical lessons, so they could weld and stuff like that. Basically do some mechanical things to tractors. My cousin had a lower level. I think one lower than me, I'm not sure about that, but yeah, he had that. And he's also doing that right now. He's now in a school where he is learning to be a truck mechanic. So. Yeah, he definitely did what he liked. He always wanted to be a truck driver, but his parents said, no, you're not going to do that. You can better be learning for a real thing than to become a truck driver. And not that his parents have something against him, definitely not, because his dad is also a truck driver. So he said, you're not going to do this, you're first going to learn a real job. Then you can always choose to become a truck driver. So now he's learning to become a mechanic for a truck mechanics, and he's also working in a garage already, so that's pretty cool. And he's really in, how do you say, he really loves to do that, so that's also pretty good. And that's one of the things that's counting the most. You need to do what you like. Sometimes it's not possible, but you still need to try to make what you like. And since I basically don't know what I like, yeah, I do know one thing that I like, but I'm thinking that's something that's not ever gonna happen. Because I always wanted to be in the military. Well, I think I still would love to be that, but on the other hand, I'm not sure if they want me. I'm basically already dropping out means something else. Basically already need screws to keep my body parts together, so sure, I don't think, yeah, there might be one. They might want me to work for them, but I don't know. Because I'm a diver too, and I think that's something I'm one, a technician, so, and a second I can dive, so that's two things that is pretty good. You know what, this is not even basically a farming video, it's more about socializing, I guess. Because we're farming, but meanwhile I'm telling my entire life stories. Just because why not, right? I don't really like say people's names if they didn't want to. For the example, I didn't tell my cousin's name just because I don't know if he wants that. I don't think he cares just because I'm not like having a huge audience or something. So I only see one dot at the right over there, and for the rest I don't see anything else. So I think that's gonna be it for this field. Let's see a spot over there. Oh, it's also with the flowers, with the crops on top. Sometimes you see the spots when you're looking like this, you see the entire field is being blurred, and then you can see some color changing in the field, and then you know there is still a crop over there. So let's go over there, empty the New Holland CX-90, I believe it is, I'm not sure. Oh, the TX-32 also good. CX-90 is a big one, of course. What's going on? Is he emptied? I think he is. So now we need to go to the destination and drop it all off, and I believe it's on the railroad. Yes, it is. I know where that is. I think we cannot put anything on it. No, we can't. Yeah, it's a nice map. Yes. Goldcrest Valley. You know, back in, I thought, nah, I'm not gonna download this. It doesn't look really something for me. Eventually I did download it, and I'm not really sad that I did. To be honest, I think it looks beautiful. Oh, wait a second. I'm doing it again. You saw that? I was driving the whole time on the left side of the road. I don't know. Just played the Australian farm, but I didn't really play it that much to already think about driving the whole time on the left. But still, I'm doing it. So we're nearly here. Now we have to drop it off on the rail tracks. It's one of the things that I don't understand about this, but okay then. Look, the only drop off here is this one over here. Or what I haven't tried is if we can put it directly into this silos. Whoa, does it seem to be? Can I do it here? I'll just give some gas there. Also, if you teleport to the position of where the sell point will be, it is on the railroad tracks. It's pretty strange, but it seems to be the only way, and it doesn't really bother me that much. Luckily, I have switched to trains on, so if I go into them, they're gonna stop. So we can now sell the soybeans. So I'm trying to sell whatever I need to sell, and the rest I love to keep myself. So I'm gonna stop it when it's close to 374. There we go. So I can now sell 3,000 liters. Let's say 25% of the contract or of this trailer. You see, 3,000% is, or 3,000 liters is still in, which I can now sell to the highest position, which is Mary's farm, which is kind of sad because that's on the other side of the map. A little bit of roading here. Not sure how I get there anymore. Oh, it was at the bottom. So I can just follow the road. Yes, I think I can. There you go. Now we can sell 3,000 liters, and it will be like $4,500. And then I'm going to stop the live stream, or I'm going to do it right now. Right, so not sure if I'm here again, but yes, so I was called in the middle of the night. Oh, that my parents are going to sleep, and they're basically living in the other house, and they have a refrigerator. Let's say they have the drinks that I don't have here, so I have to go there. Okay, I'm figuring that. So real quick, go over there, and we're gonna drop it off, and then we're gonna start a live stream. Otherwise, we're gonna get a small problem. Hey, you're not. Where if you called it? It's taken 10 minutes. But they called me at 23:10, so it's now 1 minute later. So I think it's reasonable to be there within 5 minutes. They're literally living 10 meters away, so yeah, this should not take that much time. But I believe we're nearly there. Yeah, you have to go over the water. And then we can take the second right. Okay. 2 minutes later. I might be ready. Do some stuff here and there. To just when we're done, I can easily jump up. Like that. Real quick, adjusting my sitting position, sorry for that. Let me see, it should be this one over here. Faster. It's like, oh man, it's already 3 minutes. It's not tempting to move on, but I think it's there at the side of it. Now we got ourselves some more money. $4,500. There you go. Thank you. Well, guys, thank you all for watching. Make sure to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. Make sure to come back another time, and then we can discuss what we're gonna do then. For now, I want to say thank you for watching. My name is GD Games, and I say bye bye.